Well, you ought to not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
I'll pop open the chest. Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry. Oh, there's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look?
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for them.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider... Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced... I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up. Try them, as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you, but I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd go stronger someday. Having said that, 'tis quite a relief. They do say good things come to those who wait.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
I don't know what to do. Oh, no. I'm not lost or naught, sir. I'm an apothecary and... So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some. But, well, as luck would have it, I will be ashamed to return empty-handed after coming all this... What? You'd do that? Suppose there's no harm in that. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right...
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what...
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for them. Yet if all to before him, I couldn't live with myself.
I made fine fetters today,
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another... What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. Here's what I need from you. A basque of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers... I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength. 'Tis true, but I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't scatter.
Right you are.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Do let me know if you're...
Gadgets are at your disposal.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
The Arisen has been drenched.
Time to be heading. These old bones hardly...
Master, my...
Aye, I reckon you'd be good at this.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into them. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian...
A single jar of poison ought to send those saurians packing. Only do be mindful not to spill any on yourself, Master. If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Expertly thrown, Master. I'd wager those Saurians will think twice about nesting here again.
And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace.
All done then?
You've my gratitude for the work you've done for us this day. The
Tis my duty to hear the people's concerns.
You seem well.
Ours is a show unrivaled in all the land.
Some time past, I encountered an elf in the forest across the river. He was tall and rather handsome, I must say, but there was a coldness to the way he looked at me, almost pitying-like. I tell you, whether we speak the same tongue or not, they shan't make any friends with. They're said to be an elven village someplace deep in the mountains. But I can't imagine they'd.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
To do. Cast off the stress. You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for them. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. Would you be brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest? I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters, which would hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared, and so I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You, please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. Let's go into the forest, and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye. But my feet know it better than I do. And my brother and I are the only ones who use that to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go then.
Our aid is required, Master. Let us depart with due haste.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Even I know when to shut my trap.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
I trust Ort's.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Seems naught ever goes right.
These faces have grown mightily familiar.
As a result, we move as one.
I don't like this place at all.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. I've grown accustomed to traveling with these same faces.
Such camaraderie lies at the heart of our strength.
Not like a feast to get you ready for bed.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again. Not a foe in sight.
A brief respite is naught to decry. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit. Let's all better see go to waste.
Most impressive, Master.
Keep on like that, and you'll be done here soon enough.
Can anyone hear me? Please. I'd thought I was done for.
Aye, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, I...
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come soon.
From where I'm standing, all the... Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the...
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me.
Let us proceed with caution, keeping an eye on our charge at all times.
I'm just glad for another day. On with the delving, I say. I tend to think better on my feet.
I hope we'll find treasures aplenty, don't you, Arisen?
I can scarcely see a thing in this murk.
These obstacles shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove them.
Ranged attacks are my speciality, Master. Shall I assist?
You have been doused in oil! That was superb, Arisen!
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Right! Fire fury!
It!
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Pain will accomplish little against this foe.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Look, Master! Goblins!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat? We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beasts. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Are you certain you can manage it? 'Tis an awfully long shot.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye? Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old. Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master that.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. Hold fast, Arisen. I will be with you in but a moment.
ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, the private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
You've given me much to think about.
Goblins approach!
Shame I've no advantage. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Come to think of it,
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Don't look down now.
Just keep moving, won't you?
One cannot be too careful.
Did anyone else see that? Ort catches the light.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
I appreciate that.
Alas, 'twould seem I've taken on too much.
Let's see. What can we do without?
I'll harvest the creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
Our little band has come to feel like a family.
Would that we could continue our journey together forevermore. But a time may come when we must part.
You'll find none lighter on their feet than a thief. I'm sure my talents will be of use to you.
Material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist. Back at last. That was an all...
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I...
Good on you. Just... You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters, and I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I... My brother is always the one taking the initiative. Today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I...
Sir Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we did.
You a traveller? Well, I'll not pry, but I can tell you that I used to be a sellsword, see? Time was, I spent every waking moment perfecting my skills. If you're anything like me, once you've reached the pinnacle of your vocation, you'll want to seek out. They'll be able to teach you a skill of incomparable power, if properly persuaded.
I go where fortune whispers, friend. That's rather queer.
The other day, I espied an elf, of all things. Seems that they ill favor living alongside the people of other race. I understand their reluctance. They live several times longer than we do. I reckon that sets us up. Not to mention their tongue is a mystery to us. If you can't share a jest...
We've naught to discuss.
Some time passed. I encountered... He was tall, I tell you. We're said to be an elven village some...
I appreciate that.
If you want my advice, heed no advice.
Good day, sir.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Nothing caught your...
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again. Well met, sir.
How?
What might I be of service? Always a pleasure.